Hello, what's up guys? This is Jouni Juurala from Floorball Made Simple, and today we are discussing about the balance between organization and chaos in the team play part. And coaching is really finding the right balance on the team play between these two counter opposites, organization and chaos, and very rarely the right combination or solution is only leaning on to one, but rather mixing up between these and finding the right balance and combination to your team is essential. But let's see what we are talking about here. And what affects to the right balance between organization and chaos that fits to your team? You need to figure that out as a coach and with your players by communicating with your players that which solution fits to you the most. But the rhythm and pace is a very important factor, that it's your team the strongest on playing on the slow rhythm of the game, on the medium rhythm of the game, in the high rhythm of the game, or in the very high rhythm of the game. And you need to figure out what of these rhythms will be the biggest strength and the most comfortable one for you to use, although you need to be able to use all of these rhythms. So your playbook and collaboration as a unit needs to have all of these rhythms at place, but some of these need to be stronger than the others, so you are actually in a masterclass level in some of these. But you will need to change the rhythm inside the game. You are first going on with the slow rhythm and then jumping to the highest possible rhythm in a very fast pace. So you will need to be able to master all of these, but something needs to be stronger than others. And of course, there is the opponent team that is trying to take you away from the rhythm where you want to be, and you need to take that into account as well. And all good teams have some pace and rhythm that they like to play the most with. For example, the team that just won the Finnish F-League championship in the men's F-League, Esport Oilers, they like and enjoy the high or very high rhythm of the game. So no matter are they defending in an organized manner or attacking in an organized manner, they tend to crank up the rhythm and pace into higher levels than many of their competitors. And some teams want to slow down the rhythm and pace and control more the game with a slightly lower pace, so their players will be performing better under that slower pacing. So you need to find out what is the best rhythm that you want to establish in the field, and that chaos or organization effects on that rhythm quite drastically. And all tactical choices what you make in the offense and defense have an impact on the speed of the game, and very slow and steadily paced grinding offense or defense is nowhere near enough these days. You need to have multiple gears on the gearbox of your team. Then few words about what does the organization of the team play actually mean. It means that you either have organized moments when you are attacking or when you are defending. To have some organization in there, your playing needs to be consistent, and filling some spaces and creating situations that you desire needs to be consistent. And that usually happens through structures and shapes that you're trying to establish in the field. So you get these very clear situations where the team can use the agreements and trained collaboration in the field, so they know how to act and behave in the field together. Your team is controlling the situations and able to play them in the way they want to. And organized play does not equal very slow and steady grinding pace, as I said earlier. It can have many paces as well. And what is the counter opposite? Chaos in the team play. It does not mean the unwanted chaos that is messing up your own team play, that your players would have uncertainty, they would be not relaxed, they would be rushing around the field. No, we don't want that. But that's the sort of deliberate and wanted chaos that you want to create in order to get that uncertainty to the opponent and get the opponent off from their comfort zone. That's what chaos means basically. It means that your team tries to mess up the other team's organization and their intentions. If they want to control with a slower rhythm, you can actually accelerate the rhythm by getting some chaos in there and pushing them out of the pace and speed that they want to play with. Very often these are the phases between organized attacking or defending, so-called transition moments in the game. And chaos can be created intentionally. Also when your team wants to intentionally break the other team's organized play, which can be called the broken play moments. So you are waiting for those broken moments of the game when the opponent is the most vulnerable, and you strike before they can recuperate again and organize again. For example, it can happen through direct attacking or offensive zone offense play, where you shoot very often and then you go to counter press the opponent, and before that they are able to counter attack, you intercept the ball and score with a fast manner. That's only one example, but there are many ways how you can manipulate the chaos intentionally in the field. So, how to pick up the right balance between the control and chaos and the rhythms to your team. These factors determine which one will be the most appropriate for your team. Your players' personal abilities, the technical ones, the individual tactical ones, and their physical ones, they all have effect on which solutions will be best for each team. If you have much very fast and straightforward mindseted players, they will most likely get the best out of their abilities with a faster pace in the game. So you would need either a faster rhythm in the organized playing moments, attacking and defending, or to add chaos that will accelerate the speed of the game. And if you have not that well conditioned players and slower ones, then it might not be a good idea to go accelerating the pace of the game, but rather get it lower and attack more in an organized manner. Preferences of your players, that how are they accustomed to play and how do they actually want to play. Some players and teams are more ball control oriented, and some are more direct on their approaches. So some teams like more counter-attacking and chaos moments, and some teams like more the organized offense, for example. The previous background of the players and how they have played previously, of course, plays a huge role on this. And if you make too drastic changes between the counter opposites, your results will drag a bit. And right amount of new influences to your team and the right amount of their previous knowledge, that will create the fastest and the best results. And of course the coach's own gut feeling tells a big story on that matter as well. How do you analyze the situation? What is the improvement potential? Can they learn this new influence in a fast manner? And if you trust that gut feeling, go ahead. Of course, that is a good choice to make in that situation as well. And then what creates the most joy for the team? If your team really hates the very slow rhythmic tactic and a very organized manner, and they would like to have more chaos in there, it might be a good option or choice to make if you add more chaos factors into the game, because if their heart beats very stiffly into some idea, they will contribute more on that. And how can you add more organization to the team play? Short answer, by training. How many mutual team practice sessions you are focusing inside the season or a calendar year, that determines how much intentions your players and team will have in that direction. If you train that more, your team will have more organization and they will be more comfortable on those organized moments. So every practice selection that you make, it has an influence on what your team's intentions are going to be. If you train much on those organized defensive moments in your training sessions, well, that creates know-how how your team will perform on those organized defensive moments. If you focus more on organized attacking moments, then they will be better on those organized attacking moments. It is really that plain and simple. So the total number of working hours that you're spending inside the calendar year, how much you are focusing on organized moments, that means that the rhythm and pace and speed is going to match that direction that you have been heading in your training sessions. And more tools your team has on those organized moments, more competent your team will be on those organized moments of the game. But don't go all in and only focus on those organized moments, because if you do so, you will miss out plenty of goals that your team could have scored from those chaos moments, and that will affect your results. How do you add more chaos moments to the game then? That is also really that simple and straightforward. If you focus on the team practice sessions more to that chaos side of the game, your team will cope in those situations better as well. So if you think all the total practice sessions, let's say that you will have 100 sessions per year, and you focus 70 of those to chaos moments and 30 of those to the organized moments, it is more likely that your team will start to mold their intentions more to the chaos direction and to the higher paces of the game. And if you train on attacking on those unorganized moments and in those chaos moments, your team will be most likely better to attack on those. And if you train more defense on those, your team will not likely concede that much goals from those unorganized or chaos moments. And stronger your team is in those unorganized moments, you will score or prevent opposition from scoring from those kind of moments in the game. But don't go all in to those chaos moments. Constant chaos means that you will miss out on plenty of goals that you could have gained through organized attacking or defensive moments. And in the end, it is really about finding the right balance that fits to you, to your team, and to the players and to the club. You need to have enough competence in the team to play in these chaos moments. You need to have enough tools to handle the organized moments. You need to find the right pace and speed where you want to go against the opposition in the games, or how do you want to approach the games. And you need to keep in your mind that the opposition always wants to drag you away from your comfort zone and into some speed that you are not comfortable with. So you need to be prepared for those moments as well. And the right combination between the chaos and organization is different between every single team and club. So you need to establish a competitive advantage that fits to your team and rather be absolute masterclass in one or two of those moments and rhythms and paces than being like mediocre in 8 of those. But hey, that was our video for today. Thank you for watching this video. If this was a solid content to you, share this video to your team and to your other colleagues and coaches within your club, for example. Click the like button because the YouTube algorithm likes if you like the button, or click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.